Hi guys, today we're going to talk about how we can improve our speaking skills. The number one rule is that the best teacher you can find in the world is no one other than yourself. Let me explain myself. The time we spend practicing with our teacher is never enough. We usually have English lessons 3 times per week, and their lesson continues for approximately 90 or 60 minutes, which is never enough, and we spend approximately 20 or 30 minutes of that time practicing speaking. And considering that there are usually 3, 4, sometimes even 7 students in a group, we hardly have time for ourselves, for our own speaking. So, but you can have yourself all the time. You can speak to yourself everywhere. You can talk to yourself in front of a mirror or while traveling. You can think in your mind all the time. So you can practice speaking with yourself everywhere. Even if we study with a teacher, we need to be careful about one thing. It is that we have to make sure that our teacher does not interrupt us, because if a teacher interrupts her or his student frequently, that student will be hesitant to speak, thinking that, oh, I'm going to make a mistake. Right now, the teacher will stop me. That's not good. Interrupting a student frequently causes them causes their fluency to be badly affected by that. So all the corrections must be done only after a student is done speaking. And we also need to make sure that we are always giving feedback on our mistakes, because if you don't get any feedback on your mistakes, if you don't know what grammatical mistakes you have made, or if you have answered the question correctly or incorrectly, out of topic or something, what's the point in practicing with a teacher? So that is very important. And then we need to tell ourselves about our daily plans as soon as we wake up. Uh, we should include details like what, why, when, how, and with whom, or even why with them. We will do what we will do. We need to give ourselves a detailed speech. And then once the day is over, again talk about what you did or did not or could not and why. Then talk about what you're gonna do tomorrow. Tomorrow, because it's important, as all of these allow us to use a variety of tenses: past simple, present simple, future simple, even present perfect, all kinds of tenses, because our plans can be related to both the future and the past, something we did in the past, and it is related to what we have to do tomorrow. So we can use a variety of tenses by applying this method. Then we can find an English speaking partner to practice English with. It's a very common way of improving one's speaking among students, because when we it is better than having a teacher to practice speaking with, because when you practice with a teacher, you expect yourself to be corrected. You kind of hesitate, even if you know that the teacher will not stop you. Some students have such a tendency. I think it's because of their past experience with the teacher, who frequently interrupted them. But when you speak someone who speaks English fluently but is not a teacher, you feel relaxed. You can speak whatever, however you want. You can say whatever you want, because there will be no one stopping you or saying that this is wrong. Don't use that. Don't do that. Blah blah blah. It is good in one point that your fluency will be uh, improved quite a lot. The last method is to record and listen to our own speaking. It's kinda similar to being your own teacher. When you record your own voice and listen to it again, you see or you hear what mistakes you have made, uh, which is something we can't normally do while speaking. because when we speak, sometimes I would even say mostly we're not aware of what mistakes we have made. But when you listen to your own recording, you see what mistakes you have made and how to correct them. That's why it's very important to record and listen to your own speaking. Oh, there is one more thing actually. It is to listen as much as possible, because listening also helps improve our speaking skills. But we must be careful. We should never try to translate what we are hearing, because when you try to translate something, and we are mostly to miss many things that the speaker is saying or has said, because when we try to improve our speaking skills, I mean, when we are still on that level, it means our translation skills is never improved enough to translate directly. And when you try to translate directly, uh, there will always be a specific word or grammar structure that will make you confused, and you will think about it and you will miss many parts, miss a lot. But you just need to imitate them, copy them. For example, if the speaker says, I'm going to Baku, just say, I'm going to Baku. Don't try to translate it. Try to copy them, uh, pay attention to the pronunciation or intonation. Just try to copy them in the best way as possible. So it's gonna be very helpful. That's how I improved my English skills. I can't say, or no one can say that I improved my English skills by attending a lot of conversation clubs or something. I just talk to myself and watch movies a lot and try to imitate them. So that's all. If you have learned anything from this video, you can also support me by subscribing to my channel or liking this video or sharing it. Thank you.